Good morning. I've been thinking about something for the last several weeks that I think I'm finally ready to share and just give you something to sit with in your meditation, in your journaling, however it shows up for you. So, I am part of a collective trauma healing program where they are teaching methods, theory, and applications of how to do this kind of work. And the instructor is kind of launching a brand new thing out there with this. He's been tweaking his methods and the way he works with people during healing collective trauma for quite a while. And this is kind of a foundational program that then allows people who are ready to step up into facilitation mode to advance and go into his next program. But while this 4-month program started out as everybody seemed to understand its theory, methods, application, and there are over 1,500 people in this around the world, it has turned into, in the last 2 months, more of a why are we not addressing the big topics in the world that need to be healed and fixed, or whatever label you want to put on that? Racism, poverty, climate change, genocide, whatever big topic you want to insert in that is coming up in the community chats. And there's a lot of anger, a lot of kind of name calling, shaming, guilting people into, you have to do this work, you have to look at these specific things, and if you don't, then you're wrong. They're looking at it from a top down, trying to force people into a specific way of healing. And that doesn't work. Healing starts inside, within each of us. And when we can start looking at the things that are coming up for us, it may or may not connect to all of these big topics that exist out in the world. So, my invitation to you right now, if you are on your healing journey or you're brand new to it, or things are starting to make you question what's happening in this reality, and maybe your nervous system is freaking out, maybe you're being triggered, maybe all of these things are coming up that you don't know how to deal with, you don't understand. The place to start is within yourself, to look at what is coming up for you. How can I work with this? Do I need to go see a therapist? Do I need to work with an energy healer, work with an intuitive healer? Do I need to do some meditation? Do I need to do some embodiment work, yoga, martial arts? There's so many, dance. There's so many different ways to work with embodiment so that we stay in our bodies, feel the things that are coming up so that they can be moved out. When you scream at people and threaten them and tell them they're worthless or wrong because they're not starting at the high level, that doesn't help. It doesn't help anybody, and it's a really quick way for people to say, I'm done, goodbye, and I'm not even going to go there. Also, when we do our healing, and I've spoken about this in some of my other videos, where we start and where we move through in that healing may take us to a completely different place to get to the root of what is creating this yucky feeling or these thoughts that are coming up for us right now. And I've used the example before, I'm having this issue with my partner or my kid or my parents or my friends, and it's causing this kind of reaction in my nervous system, or these kinds of thoughts are coming up and I really don't know what to do with this. When we start to go through the layers, well, what's behind that? What's behind that? What's coming up now? Where do you feel that in your body? Is it a chakra issue? Is it some other kind of visual or feeling, or maybe you hear something that comes up? And when we get back through those layers, sometimes we're in a past life, or we're looking at something that we carried down from an ancestor that is just showing up for us now. So as you embark on your healing journey, or you continue your healing journey, always remember to go within. Look at what is showing up for you. You can't force other things to show up. You can't be yelled at to make them show up. You just have to let the process unfold layer by layer as it does. If you want to do some healing work around these big issues, then one suggestion I do have is to say the Ho'oponopono prayer. And you can do this in a meditative state. You can play it. There's a lot of them on YouTube that you can just let play, and you can sit and listen to it or go to sleep to it. I like to do it when I go out walking, especially if I'm on a nature trail. And for 10 or 15 minutes, I will just recite it out loud. Or if there's a lot of people around, I'll say it in my head. And it goes like this: I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And it's a short but very powerful prayer. And you can put the intention for that energy of that prayer to go anywhere. You feel that you need to do some work with racism or poverty or climate change, put that intention, say the prayer. Say it multiple times. You want to clear some energy between you and your partner, you and your kids, family members, friends, co-workers, spend some time saying the prayer. Nobody has to know you're doing it. The energy will do what it needs to do and go exactly where it needs to go. And your vibration will be raised in the process. And that's also what it's about. If we as individuals are not raising our own vibration, and we're staying stuck in the fear and the control and the lack and the you should be looking at this instead of what's actually authentically coming up for us, we're not really helping anybody, especially not ourselves. We will just sink into those lower vibrations. We'll be caught up more into the matrix and we'll feel miserable. So my invitation for you today and moving forward is to go within, look at your own stuff. And again, if you want to send energy, frequency, and help shift what's going on in the collective at a higher level, Ho'oponopono prayer is a great thing to use. If you are working with other things, I'd love to hear about it, what works for you. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.